It's the middle of the night, and I already am bad at narrating these videos because I do them live. But tonight, we've taken the same concept as previous night, only I fleshed out the orange peeler ring a little bit with some things to make it easier for my fingers to grip. And then also I changed the way the blades work. So the blades are slightly thinner on the leading edge than the previous version. Not by much. In fact, it should actually be a little thinner. Here's the original one. You can't really tell it in this at all. The original one, though, doesn't have any kind of change in the thickness of the blade. And these new ones are thinner on this leading edge than they are on the trailing edge. At least they are in Lightwave, which is what I designed this one in. Okay, so here we go. Orange and the new one. Now this is a smaller orange than the gigantic ones I've been using earlier, but here we go. So I'm applying the lightest amount of pressure, and I'm just kind of gently turning this thing, and it does actually cut into it pretty well. That's pretty cool. I mean, this is really not a lot of effort. Interesting. Okay, so maybe I need to change the angle of the blades a little bit. That did actually make a pretty good cut, though. So we're going to try kind of the same thing we did earlier. We're just going to try some random intersecting circles. Had a really interesting suggestion earlier that I make part of this so that it takes off the peel after I do a few rotations like this. I'm still thinking through how that would work, but that is interesting, so that it would actually unscrew basically the piece that I had turned. I may have to make smaller cuts in order to make that possible. There really does seem to be something to this, though, this rotation thing as a cutting tool. It's just a little messier than I'd like it to be right now. Well, that's interesting. It's actually pulling off parts of it as I cut it. That's really interesting. Huh. Okay, so I made a bunch of cuts here. Obviously, some pieces just come right off now. Oops, got it upside down. So the turning system seems to be the least amount of effort that I've found in all of these experiments so far, which isn't bad for something that I completely dismissed as probably a failed direction just a few days ago. I mean, these pieces just are flaking off. So think about what you just saw, and if you have any suggestions for how I could design this to take advantage of that, to leverage the twisting part to make the peel come off faster, let me know. maybe if I just peeled it in circles, just kind of moving a little bit each time, that might do it. Yeah, I might try that tomorrow. Same concept, but I'll add some way to, maybe some way to tell how far you should move it with each subsequent cut. Okay, so that's tonight's version. The change in the blades definitely helped the way that it cut, and I think that there might actually be something to this after all. Let me know what you think, and if you have any suggestions for the next build, or for a next build, please let me know. Thank you, and have a great night.